Yeah, I can hear it.
Alright. If my accent is like hard for you to understand, just tell me.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright.
And if you're confused about anything, let me know as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably ask you a few questions
Yeah, that's
during
fine.
the session.
You can ask me at any
Uh,
point. It doesn't matter.
alright, awesome. I'm just gonna add my friend to the call. He's gonna mute his microphone and just watch.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
you? Alright, can you just accept him after I ask him?
Yeah.
Okay, I added him. Just accept him real quick when you can. Did it show up or it
No,
didn't show
not
up?
yet. I don't see anything.
Yeah. Wait for a minute. Wait for a minute. Add people to this call. Hmm. Not on this call. Add. Okay, added him.
Good. Okay. So
Okay.
wait. First thing is, can you see my screen? Like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. I can see it.
Okay, that's what you need. Okay.
All right.
All right. So let's begin. Um.
So, feel free to skip to the third minute because it's gonna take a while to load the game.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so you are Udyr. Okay, no ping. I see your ping. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
You can see everything I see during the game.
Yeah. MK function. What is MK? What is MK?
Nothing. It's just about the from. You see, I don't have the skin of Udyr, and I really hate playing without skins.
Oh,
So
okay. So it's a
it's
custom skin.
it's basically using the real skin, but not everyone, no, and only I can see it.
That's pretty cool. Um.
Yeah, I use it only on Udyr.
Mhm. Mhm. So first things first is masteries and runes. So I'd like to know just like what masteries and runes you're running. There's a large variation on what you can run as Udyr because he's a very diverse jungler. He can run 0-21-9. He can run 0-9-21 like Trick 2G. He can
Mm.
run 21-9-0 for aggression, 15 or 14-16-0. He's got such a wide
Yeah, I'm
um
using for I believe in this game I was using 21 909
mhm.
for masteries, and for runes I was using. Let me just find them. I was using 3.8 armor penetration, 7.3 attack speed, 7.9 physical damage, movement speed 3.0, and 7.0 armor. If
Okay.
you want, I can just give you a link if you want.
Mhm. Yeah, it'd be faster if I could see the link. Okay, so people are like
Alright.
to run this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Some people don't even bother. Is this even lane Udyr? This is jungle. Yeah. Okay. It's good that
I'm
you're
just
starting on red. All right, now jungler is gonna be pretty fun to coach. Do 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 do. Okay, so
basically using what Trick to G has.
yeah, Trick has a unique way of playing. So if you follow him, it's okay. It's just like don't do the. Just like it just he's very dependent on farm. He's like hyper carry. Okay.
Yeah. He's basically when I was watching him, he was basically playing just the how was it called? My last skill. I forgot the last skill over there. The Phoenix. He was playing Phoenix build,
Mhm.
and I wanted to try Tiger. So this is basically me trying Tiger without seeing Trick to G.
Yeah, make sure you when you're using your abilities, make sure you like wait until your passive is about to run out, then use it because then you make full use of it.
I was trying.
Switching too early isn't like the most ideal.
I try most of the time, but sometimes when I do it early on, I just try to kill as fast as I can the red to not lose too much HP.
Mhm. Okay, so this definitely looks like a third-party program. That's pretty funny.
Which
Yeah, the MK Joe thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can Google it. Lots of people use it.
Mhm. Okay, good smite. Yeah, you want to make use of your smite. Best thing to do is just like execute it. Your
Yeah, I
smite,
was
because like, it gives you practice to secure buffs as well, like secure dragons and stuff. Because smiting too early isn't the best thing.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
I wanted to smite around this moment so I can like get mana so I can kill it faster.
Now, one thing you need to do is scout lanes while you're walking. This is a kill. Yeah, that's fine. You can take that, and then you want to push the wave out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually.
Yep. I'm just watching to see what you're doing right. Yeah, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. And what you want to do is, you know that Xerath's coming, so you just want to leave those 3 creep minions there. Don't touch those
And that's
because...
what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Now, what you want to do is while you're walking, if you're walking to top lane, for example, scout bot lane in case that you can see if, in case you can see a gank opportunity for that. Notice that he's walking over there. Be patient. Wait till he walks back into the lane. Wait until Vladimir attempts to CS, then go in for the gank. Okay, this is fine. This should be a guaranteed kill. You will expect him to flash, so don't walk straight to him, but expect him to flash. If he's gonna.
That's what I was waiting.
Yep. All right, pool comes in. He's gonna flash. There's the flash. You don't have.
There's
to
one
it.
mistake. Yeah, there's one more mistake I
That's
did.
fine. If she goes for it, it's fine. It's her own decision. It's not, but you don't need to. Now since both top laners are gone, just push the lane out, take the cannon minion, smite it if you have to, but you need to back. Because the general route for jungle right now, there is an optimal route that ex-Fnatic jungler Cyanide has done. Basically what you do is you take half the, since you started red, you take all of the red side jungle, like all the way, all of this, you take those 3, and then afterwards you back, you buy, then you go to blue, you do your buff. This isn't gank this is not a gank opportunity right here.
Yeah, okay? that's what I was waiting.
You don't want to go in on it either, because then you see Kha'Zix. Now he's an item ahead of you because he bought the smite item, but he's not levels ahead of you. He's just items ahead of you. You need to spend your gold effectively, because right now you're actually like you're ahead, and you wanna capitalize on your lead. You also don't have any wards if you walk into enemy territory like this. So if you're gonna like try to, you can look for counter jungle, but like you need vision. So you are making pressure on the map, which is good. It's just that like there are better opportunities for you to see your opponents. Like counter ganks are very critical in this with Udyr, because sometimes he's not the best. He's really good at 1v1, but sometimes like people can gang up on you. That's a problem.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So here the best thing to do would be to buy the blue one and go for I believe what he gets as hack speed, because he's pretty effective on clearing.
Yeah, combining your passive with attack speed is really good with attack speed items.
Instead of 1 mana pot. He doesn't need that much. He's not dependent on mana.
Alright.
Like you before buying your health potions, buy a ward first. And then if you happen to have room for all 3, then that's fine.
Okay.
But like, cause like you have 2 daggers and Stalker's Blade, and then you bought potions over the wards. It's wards first, then potions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at any point around your second back, you should be just switching your trinket out to Sweeper. Now you know he has a pool. You know he has a pool. You get vision. That's good. You want to stun him right away so that he doesn't have a chance to like walk up and do the Irelia. You want to probably
I'm gonna smite him here. So yeah.
There was no way you could have gotten the kill without smite, so that's fine. Just keep an eye out on your timers, and then this is where the warding would come into place, because you would have to ward the you'd have to before you gank, always check if there's vision. Like there was no vision up here. If you didn't know, like basically before you gank right here, okay? Here's one thing. This path that you took is not the most ideal, because he can keep running and like get away. I don't know why he went back in, because he thought he probably wanted to get the kill on Aurelia, but like he could escape.
Yeah, because she was low life, so he fucked up there.
The most natural thing you would do is help push the lane. You wouldn't want to walk this way. You would help push the lane. Because then if you're pushing the lane, if you're pushing the lane, you're still within. You're basically in safety distance. Because you're up here and she's like down here, so walking this way causes like, okay, so now all she has to do is press R and she's set.
Yeah, I get it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Xerath needs to land 1 Q and 1 W and she's done. Doesn't even need to land the stun. Keep an eye out on people like that. The reason why you want to watch it is because you want to check if they burn anything. Because around, like, if you need to keep track of your opponent's timers. Aside from Vladimir, who has a 20-second cooldown on his pool, you need to keep track of his flash. The moment that he flashed back then, you should have just added 5 minutes to his to the timer. Look up in the upper right corner, like get into the habit. Look into the upper right corner, see what time you got, add 5 minutes to it, write that down. that gives you a window of opportunity to re-gank Vladimir without his escape.
Yeah, I try to count the flashes and ignites such
Ignites,
stuff.
combat summoners aren't as important as actual summoners. You don't need to ping her. You can solo this yourself. Just go walk up there, get vision, and then charge at him. Get him out of your jungle. Wait till he jumps, then go back to it. He has no way of actually like going back into your jungle because he would have to like walk all the way in and fly. You take it, and you just keep going. Use F2, F3, F4, and F5 to scout your lanes. It's just very quick. You can check how much lane your mana has. You can check how much mana your laner has, so that if you do get a gank off, you know that they have enough resources to actually get a kill or perform hard CC. You have to smite this earlier. Oh, that can happen. Like just smite give the kill. Don't take the kills yourself, unless you have enough. Unless you actually know how to like
carry the game.
Like Trick2G takes kills because he knows how to carry hard, but he's giving like. You boost your team's morale by, giving them kills because they're like, oh man, I'm feeling good about myself. Yeah.
Feeling good about yourself makes you play sometimes better.
Not only that, but they don't want to die as well. Yeah, this is good.
I flashed there to
closest
try
target.
to save
Closest
him.
target. You're fine. Chase with E. You should be able to get this. It's also good that you got it. This is good. You should be warding like that all the time. This is where if you bought a ward, this is where it would come in handy so that you can see if there's any threat down here because bot lane's Mia.
I fucked up here a lot actually, if I remember correctly.
Without mana, you should not dive. If you're under 50, if you're under 25% mana, do not dive because you have nothing. What the fuck? That flash though. Yeah. That lantern though. Oh, Irelia's here too though.
I think she's gonna get the kills. I don't remember correctly.
You need to take those kills because when you're out of mana, you can't do much. That's like That's just capitalizing on. You're just giving them like money for free.
Well, but Irelia's gonna get.
You did notice that Jinx flash that should have been timed as well because Jinx has no escape. She has no escape except for flash.
Flash was how long was flash the cooldown?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
300 seconds is 5 minutes. Unless consider mid laners, like AP mid laners and support 4.5 minutes. So just add 5 minutes and subtract 30 seconds. It's very straightforward because they will. Most of them do take the summoner cooldown mastery. Drops it by 10%.
I see. Okay. So 5 minutes minus 30. Okay. Cool. I try to make a habit and do it all the time. I just have a bad habit of not timing it.
The reason why you want to do that is because when you do during team fights, if you know that a carry that has no escape has absolutely no flash, it means that there is no way they can avoid your CC. Like, it's reasonable. Like, if they have flash, that means that they can dodge your own flash stun, or even if you flash stun her, she can just flash and then she's in safe range. You would have to commit more to get to her. Whereas if she doesn't have a flash, you flash stun, what is she gonna do? She has to walk back. She has to throw her choppers down, etc., etc. Okay, so when you ganked here, your team was not in range because watch their positioning. They have the mana, yeah, but this is where you would have sweeper. This is where your sweeper would come in handy. You need to switch your trinket out the second time you go back to base. You'd sweep this to assume that, okay, there's no wards here, so that means that this gank will work. Now there is no wards here. You didn't know that though. I didn't think there would be wards there because Blitzcrank's pathing is very, very strange. So stunning here, you know that he has a hook, so you don't want to like get caught in between it. And unfortunately, you had no choice. The best thing to do was to walk, like just sit back here and wait, because these guys were not in a position to follow up. Like it took them a while to get over there because they don't want to lose that CS. And CS is very important to a hyper carry like Vayne.
Yeah, that's like 2 mistakes I did, but I feel like I did quite more mistakes later in the game, but that's some that I noticed myself that I hated.
Okay. stun after you Q. I mean W. Come on. Oh my god. Keep an eye
I'm gonna
on
take
them
care of
in
that.
case they play for the summoners.
Yeah, I tend
Kha'Zix
to
is
flash the.
top. The enemy jungler's top. First thing you can do is call for a dragon. But before you call
Yeah,
for a dragon, since you have no wards, I mean you have trinket, so ward right here, so that you know that nobody's coming to the side. Because without vision, you don't know if they can just come back to stop it. This isn't a good ward because not everybody crosses this path. The only people that will ever cross this path is bot lane. But most of the time, bot lane will go through the tri-bush. But since tri-bush is occupied, the best thing to do, they would have to do is come from base. Because they probably backed, so the best thing they would do is just like walk through here. Just always keep this bush warded if you're going to do dragon. So that you
okay.
guarantee that if someone does come over, you know how to play around it. And
How
also
to
remember,
react.
you had to exchange. You exchanged it. So the first thing you want to do right here is you need to exchange a tower for a tower, an eye for an eye. Like the tower, dragon for a tower isn't as valuable because the global gold difference is
Different.
not as equivalent. Only thing you get is stats worth of gold. What you can do in exchange is push mid tower because there's nobody there. But now she is there, so you don't have that opportunity anymore. Instead, you opt for red. If you're gonna opt for red, the first thing you want to do is help out top because top is pushed below 50%.
I think that's what I'm gonna do after this.
This isn't ideal.
They're fighting, but I obviously not paying
Like-
that much attention.
Yeah, sure, she did it alone, but like you could have made it done faster.
Yeah, and get assist and make her not lose so much health.
Because now she's under pressure that if Kha'Zix comes up top, which he probably won't do because he has to defend mid, he can get a kill. And then that would push the lane back. Here's what you can do. Since you do see... Okay, this is fine. You can see blue, but you want to take that top tower. You want to give Irelia the option to leave her lane. Because right now, Vladimir can just leave the lane. And he doesn't give a fuck. He just push... Because he's a fast pusher. He has E, he wave clears. And, like, he doesn't give a fuck. Irelia has to actually take a lot of effort to swing into each individual minion and jump to them and stuff like that. It takes longer for her to clear the wave. So
See?
generally, what people do is as soon as a tower's been destroyed, you have the option to roam. Right now, Vladimir doesn't have to stay in his lane. He can roam. You don't want to do this either. That's this like this ganking shit's stupid. Like he knows you're there. I mean, he's not gonna go forward. Just push the lane, dude. Like it's too obvious. You don't want to do this. Like this is way too obvious. If he's actually really bad, then he'll fall for it. Oh my god, he's gonna fall for it. Unbelievable. That's really sad. I mean, really? Like
Well,
the best thing you could do is just like run and stall for time. Right now, like okay, so your side lanes are being pushed. Just saying, this is a consequence of you dedicating too much time to top. Instead, like that time because you need to clear these waves out. Otherwise, they can actually do something out of it. For example,
See?
like I don't know, Ahri can actually get a pick. Ahri can push the lane because Xerath is forced to clear the bot lane. Like basically the faster because Udyr's attack speed is pretty fast. He can he can take out tower. Like you saw how fast you were damaging this tower when it was almost at full health. You might as well just do it because you guys have two AD people. You guys are basically like kings of duel. No, stick on the tower, dude. You're too far. Just stick on the tower. Oh my god. Smite.
Yeah,
at least.
well.
Yeah. You can't see him. Stick on the tower so that you guarantee that it goes down. Plus, if you last hit it, you get more gold. You yourself get more gold.
Yeah, I know
The
that.
sooner you take the tower, the sooner you can leave the damn lanes. The sooner you can go to another lane and help the team. You're dedicating too much time. You're spending too many of your valuable time. Because the more you spend time top, the more gold you're losing. Like jungler gold is valuable because they don't get that much farm. Yeah.
At this point,
You should have at least like 80 CS max, like 80 or so CS if you were CSing correctly. Like you could take like if you take like a couple minions and stuff. 80 is like a really luxurious. I'd say about like 60, 65, 70, not like 80. I think I'm giving too much of a big estimate. As for items, Triforce is fine, I guess. Like I don't usually know how to build Udyr, but like attack speed and durability is all you need.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, if you think about my items are good.
Like,
I think.
I'd go one or two damage max, and then full tank afterwards. Because
Yeah.
Because
That's what I'm.
Irelia's frontline ability to be into the front line comes later. because she takes longer. She's a late game carry.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna go Trinity and then I'm gonna go something tanky if I remember correctly.
You want to focus the cause. You want to keep your eyes out on defending your Vayne. This is another thing you can do. You don't have to be in the front line. You can sit back and peel. Now it sounds really weird because you have to look at your opponent's team comps. Here's the first thing. Who are the three biggest? There are a lot of threats on their team. Who is the biggest threat that could 100-0 Vayne?
Well, probably Vladimir, I suppose.
No.
Or Kha'Zix.
Sort of, but that requires him to be isolated. And that's pretty rare in team fights.
Sure.
There's only one champion.
Well, the Nari, I suppose.
It's not Blitzcrank. Because,
well, it's either Ari or Jinx, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Ari. Ari can do that because she's an assassin. I mean, sure, there's Nurse, but she's still an assassin. She lands one charm, the full combo comes out and she's dead. Kha'Zix has a different story. I mean, like, he takes longer. This is fine. What you're doing is fine, but you should do it fast. You should do it, like, move in between your autos. Because, cancel out animation. If you know about kiting. Like, carries do it, but melees can do it too. Okay, good. Regroup with your team. You maybe one wave, but you need to go with your team right away because right now they're gonna send their resources down to you. Blitzcrank is here. Kha'Zix is coming down. Vladimir is coming down.
Yeah.
If you're drawing your attention, okay. So here's the thing about Udyr. What Trick 2G does is he knows how to draw people's attention. If you paint. If you draw people's attention down to bot lane, right? Okay, so brush, red, blue. Okay, map. 1, 2, potentially 3, right? You're drawing 3 people's attentions down to bot lane. All this right here. Baron isn't up because it's too early in the game. What is it? Like, what is that? 18 something minutes, I guess. I think, yeah, 18 something minutes. You guys can't really secure an objective. You've pushed too far. Like, look, this. Keep in mind this. Keep in mind this. There's no way they can return an objective in your favor. So that's why I said you should do it really fast. Like, you don't have to take that tower. You can severely damage it and then come down for it next time. The whole point of people always damaging bot is like because if you go down here, that means they cannot go up. If they pour all their resources down to this bot lane right here, they cannot pour their resources to top lane or Baron area. Like up here, it's really hard to get. I mean, how much move speed do you have to travel like across the fucking map? You'd have to be like a fucking Hecarim with quadruple Phantom Dancer, Sword of the Occult, and multi boots and home or something like that. But what I'm saying is the travel time is too far for you to see. So
we can basically secure their Baron towers.
You can secure that, but provided that you guys are able to do so. Like if you, sure, you got this tower. You gave your team global gold. But if you die, what can your team do to make up for your death? Right now, at the current position they're at, nothing. The reason why Trick 2G is so good is because when he takes out towers and he backdoors and shit, like quote unquote backdoors, what he does is he knows that, okay, you guys will get Baron after this, right? Okay, let me stall for time. Let me force them to pour their resources onto me, and if I die, you guys get a Baron. You guys will become stronger. I will be the sacrificial goat. Right now, this is just suicide because like you got the tower, sure. But they'll pour their resources down if they manage to kill you and your team doesn't get a single tower or anything out of it, you kind of died for nothing. Like you 1-for-1 the tower, that's not enough. You want your team to keep their lead. Okay?
I see.
Because if the team is behind, killing you is good. Killing you when you're worth money is good because that gives them bank. So they're pouring a lot of resources down to you. Now your mid tower is exposed. You should have quickly moved your mouse to the map and spam ping that. Like just what you would do is screen. Naturally, here's what I would do. Like this is the best thing because this is the fastest thing to do. Like the moment you saw 2 people down here, immediately spam ping this 5 times. Not 3, not 2, not 1, not 4. Ping until you can't ping anymore. Now what about moving? So right click, just fucking right click here once. You'll walk over there, shit. And then press E at the same time, but ping this 5 times. 5 means you must do. It's like don't you ever get frustrated when people ping a lot, right? That's basically what I'm saying. ping, do this. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. This fucking tower, it's free. Freer than the samples from Costco. It's free. So
Yeah, I get
might
it.
as well take it. Aurelia can't do that alone. I mean, Aurelia cannot push this lane alone as fast as you can, because her clear speed is different. She needs the items to be able to attack Swifter. So she's gonna take a longer time since she's alone. You have Tiger speed. You have an attack speed steroid. She doesn't. That's why you could push faster than her. It would be better if she joined the team and pushed the tower down, because the minion wave is up here. They can take this tower with just that minion wave because they have Vayne, they have Zera. That's enough.
Yeah, that with just Vayne they can take it out easily.
Because she has an auto attack reset, so that makes her tower killing even faster. So instead of you actually running instead of you running away and having these guys group with you, the best thing to do is the moment that you saw Vladimir, you saw some people Mia, you could probably assume that they're either A, going towards mid, or B, going towards you. They're not going to go towards top, because look how far, like, she wasn't here, just saying, she was here. So it's like, why the fuck would we go top when there's a free Kha'Zix here, or let's just defend here. Like, those are their only two options. Like, look, let's go back to this screenshot. Now, 2 are Mia. We don't know where those 2 are. Mid is over here. Meh. They're thinking, meh. Maybe we can defend mid from these few people. Or, you know, this guy's pushing. We should stop him before he goes berserk. So
yeah, so they're gonna go for me.
yeah, they're gonna go for you because you've stayed too long. Like the split seconds you stayed too long, and the split second that you didn't ping your team to go secure the mid tower. Now it's gonna guarantee not only your death, but the fact that your team will not secure an objective off of it. Because Irelia's too far, Thresh had to back, and you have no mana. At the same time, you can't escape. So even if they do come here and clean up, nothing valuable comes out of it. Really? Okay, nothing valuable is coming out of this. You guys don't get anything out of this. Like you basically got inner bot tower, but now the lane's gonna be up here again. So somebody on your side's gonna have to push it out. Somebody's gonna have to commit their time to pushing it out, and then they're gonna pick up kills for here for free instead of actually defending mid, because that mid tower would have been free, and that would have caused them to be like confused, like, oh shit, should we defend mid, or oh shit, should we chase Udyr? What should we do? They will be conflicted. At the same time, also you need to switch trinkets. That's just a smart thing, but like it should always be switched, because when you're split pushing, you need to control the map. This is why Trick is also good. He knows his limits on split pushing. When he's drawing their attention, he's like, oh shit, I should back now, because he always places wards to keep map control, so that he sees when people are not only does he see when people are coming, but he sees how many people are coming. Numbers do matter. Because
yeah, that's why I kept the trinket, the yellow trinket.
Trinket's only a minute or 2 minutes. Trinket's only 1 or 2 minutes though. Regular wards and potentially pink wards are 3 minutes, and pink wards, if people don't face check pink wards, they can last forever. You get value off pink wards, to be honest. Like, you get a lot of value off pink wards. Even though you can only place 1, that's 4 wards on map. One here, 1 here, 1 here. That's 3 already, and then 1 at red buff. That's 4 wards. You have the entire right side of the jungle basically warded. At any point when any 2 or 3 people come down, you'll know when to back. You'll know, okay, I can take this tower. They're over there. I can start running. Let me hit this creep. Let me hit this creep now. You get it? Yeah. So basically wards, like you can replace your trinket with a sweeper, because the whole point of having a sweeper is to check, oh, is this bush warded? Because if I'm hiding here, maybe they'll like fucking
they'll know.
Skill shot at me. They'll know. Yeah. I mean, scrying orb's okay, but it's not really the best option when you got like triple ward on the field. It's better to have sweeper, because sweeper asserts that you kill their wards, and when you when you sweep a bush, you know that, hey, this thing is dark. They don't know that we're here. Yeah. That's why people get 4 sweepers and 1 scrying. Scrying is for scouting. Sweeping's to guarantee that like they get the map control that they need. Sweepers are very critical. Okay, gonna take that tower. Good. Top lane's the closest lane, but you need to pour a resource down to bot lane. Best person to go down to bot lane is you. You shouldn't be jungling right now. They're attempting to siege. Well, okay, you can't do anything because you're low on health. Sure, this is where your potions would come in. Like if you had if you had some room for an extra pot. Take the blue, but you need to regroup mid as soon as possible because your team's in trouble. Okay, so since your team's in trouble and you can't respond to that, you don't want to fight because you'll be walking into a dangerous situation. You can split push top, provided that you do ward here. This is where your wards come into play. That's a kill. If not, if that's not a kill, then you can take this. Charge in and bear. Charge in and bear. He will pull. Never mind. Okay. That's kind of funny. Here's the thing: you can be an aggressive fucking player with Udyr, or you can protect your AD carry. There's many ways to play Udyr. The way I see this is a split pushing Udyr. That's fine. Some Udyrs don't have to split push. Some Udyrs actually are better off in team fights. Peeling
mostly
Udyr, like this is a peeling Udyr. Like you would want to protect the Irelia because you know I gave you kills. How about I keep you alive so you can get more kills? You know, shit like that. To peel with Udyr, it's simple. If someone gets on you, you punch them with the stun. That's it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and you can just do it multiple times.
At the same time, also, you see how you took that missile for them? You have a shield. You can protect yourself. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's funny. You have no mana. Yeah, that's a problem. Frozen Heart is actually a pretty good item. It makes you pretty durable, not only giving you like 20% cooldown reduction, at the same time giving you a shit ton of armor, but also gives you a really powerful defensive stat that helps during team fights. Frozen Heart is
I
a
make
good
it.
team fighting item.
I make it most of the time when I play versus heavy ADs, but this time I'm making.
on here. If you want to play Udyr with defensive items, the best item I would suggest is a locket because it's a team-oriented item. But the thing is, you're not present in enough team fights. That's the issue.
Yeah, I'm playing quite aggressive here, Udyr. Like quite split pushing aggressive.
If you don't show up in team fights and you're focusing more on split pushing, Banshee's Veil would be the most ideal item. Because you're more selfish because if you're split pushing, you don't rely on your team to help you out. You don't need to rely on your team to help you out. That's why Banshee's Veil or Spirit Visage is good.
I think I'm gonna make Spirit Visage here and then go from Banshee if I don't remember
correctly. See how dark the map is? This is where buying wards would kind of fix that. You don't know where they are. For all we know, they could be doing Baron right now. If you have a trinket, you can check it. But right now, they could be doing Baron. They could even, like, if the Dragon... You have the timer, of course, on Dragon. But, like, when it's up, they could probably be doing it right away. You don't know where they are, because you don't have enough wards on the map. It's not just Thresh's job. I mean, he, like you, only has a limit of 3 wards.
I know it's important for almost every time I go back if I have money to spare money to buy ward.
The best thing to do is to buy the ward first, then spend your money on components, rather than buying the component then realizing that you don't have enough for the actual ward.
I see.
Because investing a lot of time in wards is critical. Map control with Udyr is very essential too because it guarantees, like, since you're selfish, you can guarantee that you're able to split push without disturbance. Fucking easy. No, don't fly over. Oh my. Okay. He's not even supposed to fly. Just look. Shit. This right here needs to be warded.
Yeah.
It's a choke point. People walk through it all the time. Guarantees that you get vision on the ramp and on the side. Yep. This is a free kill. You don't need to commit to it. If you know your teammate has the kill, you can stop and move yourself to the next target. Because, like, you didn't need to do those extra 2 autos. Because you know who could have done those extra 2 autos? Irelia. So then you can switch targets to the next person, which would be Jinx, because Jinx has no escape. Don't forget that Ahri has not only crowd control, but she has mobility, and she has some, like, form of sustainable heal. Like she just healed right there. And she missed her crowd control, yeah, you can go all in. That's fine. Now she's using mobility. This is the problem. You don't have to chase. Inhibitor's good. You don't have to chase like that. Just saying, just commit your time to something else. Like when you like your teammate, like you committed like 2 extra autos to the other guy.
To the Blitzcrank?
Blitzcrank, when you could have just moved to Jinx. Because that would help your team not waste time on Jinx. Instead, once they kill, the faster you kill Jinx, the faster you can move on. Yep. Again, he's dead. That's fine. You're not using your smite. Like I haven't seen you smite for a while, like a really long time. Don't just like pretend. Okay, pretend the smite doesn't do damage, but it's a slow. Pretend what's an ability that just slows only. Pretend it's like a Gnar boomerang. Like all it does is it kind of does damage, but it slows. Like pretend it's a Gnar boomerang for free, or something like that. Like it's just a slow.
Or Thresh ultimate even, so it does damage.
It just happens to do damage, lol. Okay. Merc Chest, Home Guard is fine. Magic Resist is fine. Always build based on enemy team comps. They do have double AP. And then, yeah, since you are now showing up to team fights, Locket would be essential. Like, team fighting Udyr is just as scary as a split pushing Udyr. Only difference between a split pushing Udyr and a team fighting Udyr is that when a split pushing Udyr team fights, it's kind of weird. Because, like, it's because, like the item build that he does is like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Xerath cannot play. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Xerath isn't that good at
It's really awkward.
ultimate.
No, it's just really awkward to cast ult because he doesn't expect the jump. He got the reset. Okay, this is where you need to make your hasty escape. You don't need to pretend to juke. Like you can. Well, oh, okay, that's sick. Go for it. Ward the bush. Okay, not this bush. Okay, the next bush. And yeah, because you don't know where they're going. You could have clicked forward and went the wrong way. Okay, back out. Watch the charm. Good. Now the way the trick, if you watch how Trick 2G runs, he completely jukes in 100% different patterns. Let me show you a juke path that if you don't know this already. It's what we call fork. I call it fork juking. So what happens is when you're running in a fork, when you have a fork in the road, you have multiple options to take. Let's say you run this way, okay? Like you're running where you're running now.
Yeah.
Let's say you started here, okay? When you walk this way, people will naturally throw their skill shots to try to intercept you this way. You can turn this way. That's a fork. You have two different paths. You walk like you're taking the expected path. This red will be the expected path. They will expect you to walk here.
Yeah, and I just
turn this way. Completely
yeah, in the end I just
sharp turn, a fucking swerve, piss people off in the middle of the road kind of thing. Fucking freeway. You don't even signal kind of turn. Like you don't even know that. You don't even fucking touch the signal. Like what kind of driver are you? Another fork in the road would be walking here. You start walking this way, then you turn this way, without even signaling. See, like that. Those are forks in the road. Here, there's a lot of those, but there are always distinct ones that are completely like blatantly like there is like sometimes like if I'm running across the ramp, if I'm running like let's say this is your tower, okay? If you're running this way to the jungle, you wouldn't just like juke forward this way. You would naturally juke to the tower. People will expect you to juke to the tower. There's no way you can avoid that. I mean like you can't just go forward this way. That's away from your tower. That's away from the safe distance. There's really like clear ones of good juke paths and unclear ones. Because Blitzcrank goes this way, but Vladimir goes this way. You're clicking, as I noticed, you were focused on going this way because you don't have vision. You don't know where they are. So the moment, like whenever someone enters a bush, this is like good because like good support players will do this, but like junglers will too. Because jungling and supporting, those two roles are the ones that get the most wards out. Are supposed to get the most wards out. That's why jungling is so critical. It's difficult in the lower elos because they don't get as many wards out. It's always like blamed on the support that they don't have vision. You would ward bushes that you're about to enter. There was two opportunities. There's this one, and then there was one down there, like down there earlier. There was two chances where you could drop a ward so you know where your opponents are going. So you guarantee that you are chasing the right target. Vladimir did flash. It's not as critical now because like so what if they have flash in the middle? But like, you can still get into the habit of timing it, I guess.
I've done sometimes the fork, but I wasn't really paying attention to it or knew it was called a fork. So I'll pay more attention to it now.
They call it a fork because like a fork in the road is when you're walking down like a road, it's like a straight road and then it splits into two different paths. That's what, like, you know what I mean? Like that's what they call it.
Yeah, I get it.
You can take this direction, you can take that direction. Here is another good fork in the road. You can go straight, you can go left, or you can go right. That's three different directions you can take. In fact, you don't even have to go forward. You can just stand here and dodge everything if they throw their skill shots ahead of you, like this way, something like that. That's kind of funny. But yeah, you have three different directions to go. So if you're running this way, you can make it look like this way, and then you can run down this way. Then you U-turn back over here without even signaling illegally, and then just go this way. That's usually what Trick likes to do. You can go this way, and then you face this way and make it look like you're planning on going that way. Then do a sharp turn and really go this way into that path. Of course, like you have to be really aware of the map though to do that. Because then, like, if you see that there's a fucking crowd control champion there, you don't want to run into the crowd control. That's like running into the fire, bro. You don't run into the fire. You run away from the fire. There's no babies to be saved. You're not trying to be a hero. Shit.
That's why it's important to have map control.
I'll go back to the beginning and help you tell you what I mean by scouting. But it's not. It doesn't play too much because your lanes are pretty dominant in general.
Yeah, this is a really good team some players are really good. I felt like bot lane was doing really good with one good gank I did.
Okay, here's the thing. At this point, ambushes are worthless. Like, those are called cheese. You don't need to do that at this point. Just focus on winning the game because you're dropping time. Time is like. In real life, time is money. Everything counts, you know? The sooner you end the game, the sooner you can move on to the next one and stuff. But like waiting, because nobody in their right mind would check that bush. Because what's the point? What is Vladimir gonna get if he checks that bush up there? Does he want to ward Baron? Can his team even follow up if, like, okay, Vladimir says, I think they're doing Baron. With an 80 carry mid, they're like, yeah, I don't think they're doing Baron. Vladimir would have no purpose in actually walking to, like, those bushes, you know?
So, yeah.
I mean, you're just, it's not that, it's not bad. It's just that, what you could be doing is sieging with your team and just ending the game. Here's also another problem. Like, right here, you just focus on ending the game. This means nothing. Like, they actually do need you. Like, you are a frontliner. Like, one frontliner isn't always enough. But, like, yeah, they're doing fine now because, you know, they're so far ahead. And right now, it's just, like, one of those games where, like, at the end, you just have fun. And, like, you just start throwing skill shots, getting, like, 1,000,000 kills, getting, like, 2 towers and shit like that. But, like, you can be a part of that. Like, it's like you don't want to be a part of that fun right now. Like, shit, man, come on.
Yeah.
Where's the point of joining the? It's like going to a club and sitting down and drinking water when you're actually there to. Or no, you're going
when
to
your
a
friends
bar
are
and
on the
you're
other
drinking
side.
Water. There, you're going to a bar and you're drinking water. Like, come on, it's not fun. Get into the fun. Have a shot or two. Like, join them.
This is basically me when Trick to G trying to.
Just having fun.
So
right now, this is just like this naturally means that like there is no coming back for them because you've already put them so far behind. This, I mean, I guess if in a positive way, if I look at this positively, right? You're just giving your team extra gold, which is okay. It's not. There's nothing wrong with giving your team money. I mean, it's like stealing from the rich.
This is something I want you to comment about, like what I did right now with Thresh after I take the inhibitor. Is pretty much
Oh, I mean, like, you can get a kill, but like right now, oh my god, wow, smite! You have.
I don't know why I'm not smiting here.
It's not happening. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't smite in the end. So.
It's funny, but like you need a smite.
Yeah, I seriously forget to smite sometimes.
It's like those people who forget to Zonias. They always type afterwards. I have Zonias, lol.
Yes, it's basically what happened. Big fan of Trick 2G, so this time I was playing lots of Udyr, so yeah.
Yeah. No, what Trick 2G can teach you if you actually look at enough games and you mute him, he teaches you how to play top lane. Even if he's jungling, he teaches you how to play top lane. Now, it sounds really weird, but the way you can play top lane, a certain top laner, Fiora, Irelia maybe, who's another split pushing god, Tryndamere, he knows how to... He basically knows how to draw attention, and he knows how to draw attention correctly. I mean, you split pushing bottom and drawing all their attention when your team cannot do anything with you drawing their attention. Get it? Like, it's kind of like if you make them divert all their resources down. It's like I explained earlier. You make them divert all their resources down to bot, and what happens is even if they do chase you down bot and kill you, can your team take an objective off of it? No, they couldn't. They could have taken mid tower if you pulled them. Naturally, of course, you don't hold it against them because you didn't ping it, but like two, they probably didn't know. Like they probably assumed, oh shit, he's in trouble, let's help him. That's like the natural assumption. Oh shit, he's in trouble, let's help him. But what you can do to solve this is pretty simple. Just tell your team, hey, if I split. Just like type out, if I split, I can draw their attention to bot. Make sure you guys take towers if I'm drawing enough attention. I'll ping maybe once or twice or something like that. Like, it's a long fucking sentence, but like just tell them
I can type fast. That's not a problem.
Yeah, you can just tell them that you're drawing their attention. Then let's see. One thing is scouting. Here's the quick route. Like, you can test it yourself if you want to. It won't always work because like naturally people in the jungle are always like switching patterns and stuff. I just found Cyanide's jungle path to be the most effective. I still have a game where I play Jarvan and I show you what I mean by effective. Like, I get perfect ganks and shit. But what happens is you clear this, you clear this, you clear this, you back, you clear this, you gank bot. Why do you gank bot? Because bot is it's a 2v2 lane. You turn it into a 3v2. When one person dies there, it's harder to get solo EXP. I mean, like what I mean is when you kill 6 minions, when a solo laner kills let's say these are minions, okay? When a solo killer, when a solo laner kills 6 minions and then 1 minion on the next wave, that's a level up. Whereas a duo lane, 2 people, 1, 2, 3 here, 3 here. They need to kill 9 minions as a duo to level up together. To level 2. It means that EXP is split among them. So if you kill off one of them, and when they come back into the lane, it's harder for them to catch up in levels. That's why bot lane is pretty good to gank. So that's why I'm just emphasizing bot lane, you ganking bot lane. Also because you guys have hookers. Like, you guys have 2 hook, it's a hook-oriented champion versus a hook-oriented champion. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try that in games. What I used to do is like with Udyr, take golems, go red, go blue, and then gank immediately mid. And from there, I either gank bot or top.
If you're confident in your Udyr play, here's another cheese strat that was recently put in by Skara. So what you do is, why didn't I do this before? I'm retarded. Okay. What you want to do is on Summoner's Rift. Okay. Here's what you can do. You're purple side. Now, most junglers start here, then go here. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
You see that, right? They do this pattern all the time. So, here's the cheese strat. You don't have to do this, but you can put it into practice and it can set the enemy jungler behind. Do this. Walk over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Walk exactly like this. Sit here. Wait till they get low, or wait till the jungle creep gets low. They will not have smite. Why? Because they used it here. Kill them. Take this. There's a meme called pee on them to establish dominance. It's a dog thing. Establish dominance. Leave. Take this buff. You have 2 options. Go here or go here. You pick your choice, of course. Like there is no correct answer. Like you can take this buff, divert all your fucking resources to walking all the way around here and setting him even farther behind, but it's harder because you have to take so long to travel.
Yeah, so it's better to go just my red.
Because you kill them at level 1 or 2, their respawn time is like 5-7 seconds. Not that long. So by the time they're up, they'll probably get to here faster than you can get all the way around there. Like, it's really difficult. Because you have to take the long path, not only because it's safe, but because they can't see you. Your opponent's laners can't see you.
So it's a big chance that I will lose both buffs again.
Because by the time you get all the way over here, they might have already just finished it. They'll have a buff on them. They'll already probably be on a path to gank a lane. Otherwise, they'll be in their jungle still. But if your top laner is dominating, sometimes they'll just, oh fuck it, I don't need red buff. Just get blue. Just gank. Simple. I'll catch up from my deficit.
Like Rek'Sai, for example, she doesn't need blue to start ganking and dominating lanes.
Yeah, or Vi. She doesn't need red to gank.
Because she has her knockback and
she has her own form of crowd control. Like, you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. Like sometimes doing this just puts you ahead so that you can buy your items. You can buy your Stalker's Blade guaranteed, maybe some extra pots. And then that just helps you clear your jungle faster. You're stronger. When you come for a gank, it's more devastating than when he or she comes for a gank. You get it?
Yeah,
they didn't secure this buff, so they lost a buff and potentially a level and potentially all their potions. So then when they go back, they can only buy potions. They don't even buy their next item in the jungle. By the time they actually do perform a gank, you can come up and counter gank. This is why wards are key. You would ward here, because then if you do the path, you go 1, 2, back 3, 4. You have triple buff because you pick up 3 buffs. By the time they'll like at best, this is what's gonna happen. But this needs to be warded by your top laner. Like, the best thing you can do is hopefully.
So if that strategy works, it basically puts me in a high advantage.
Especially Udyr, because he's fast, he's mobile, he has mobility. Also, you can also burn your opponent's flash, and you can chain your flash after to secure the kill. Which you don't necessarily have to burn your flash just for the kill. You could just kick him out of the jungle. I mean, like, kicking someone out of their own house is already humiliating enough. You don't have to kill him. Like, shit.
Yeah, and see what you mean.
Because the reason why I said you don't have to kill him is because they'll already get low from doing this buff and probably this. If they're not a fucking like fiddle jungle or something. But just know that you have to assume that they start this side. Because if you do go here, it's gonna and you know they didn't start red, then you're in trouble because you know they didn't start red. They start blue. They're level ahead of us, and it's gonna take.
And what if for example, let's say I take the frog, go this way, and they're doing the red in the bush already.
Oh yeah, okay. So that is also a good question. You know what happens if they check the bush? Guess what? It's easier for you to start whooping on them. Just start wailing on them right away. It doesn't matter. Like basically,
So just start killing them.
What I'm trying to say is, even if they walk in the bush to see it, they're like if they're really good at the fucking game, they expect those kind of things to happen from junglers. They would walk back here because they can't see you. That like vision is stupid right now, and they can only probably see like this half. You'd have to like sneakily walk into here. And it's okay. Definitely have your jungler just you can definitely have someone like if you guys are in team fives, you can just have someone ward this at like like a certain time and like I can have my mid or my support ward the ward either or the red. Yeah, I've seen some people do it. Yeah. And then control on objectives. Like I said, if you're diverting your time down a bot lane, you have to make sure that this or something like this gets exchanged for it, so that they have no response. Best thing to do is when you draw 3 or more resources. Just like three gives you something called value. You want value is good. You like value. Support everything in regards to the word value. Value is good. If you if you watch Trump. So basically
I am.
Good. Yeah, Trump is basically the king of that. Anyway, if there's 2 resources on you, that's not enough value. You'll kind of get value off of it, but make sure that your team is actually grouped. Like, make sure that if it's 3 people defending, make sure that the people that you're drawing down are the right people. They send their support, and this is a jungler. That's not enough. You want someone that cannot they need to be somewhere else. You get it? Like, the best person to send out would be like, let's say this is a Thresh. And this is a fucking Lee Sin, and you're Udyr.
Yeah.
That's not like they have that's fine. They can catch you, just saying, because they have mobility and stuff like that. But if you could draw, like, let's say this is Xerath or Ziggs, if you could draw that person's attention, because they have something called wave clear. If you can draw someone that can wave clear away, that means that they lose someone that can clear your team's creep wave. And if they can't clear your team's creep wave, it means your creep wave will start tanking the tower for your team to beat down.
And easier for us to kill the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, this makes sense, right?
Yeah, from what I get it makes perfectly sense. I'm gonna try the frog red combo invading.
Yeah, of course it won't always work, and it has to. You also have to be sure. I mean, like, if they're not there at red, just fucking take the red. Like, it's fucking.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take him. I'm not gonna wait for him to come from blue or something like that.
If you want to be sure, if you see that their red is up, walk up here and ward it. Because then that means that you'll know when the guy's coming. Because you don't want the dude to be coming and you're doing it in the bush. Because then they'll see the lizards here targeting you. So then they're gonna be like, oh shit, he's invading me. Ping, 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 and then these two and potentially mid lane will come in and collapse, and you have no escape. You get it?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I usually play with premades and such stuff when I test new stuff. So I'm just gonna tell them to
you
ward.
Tell them, you don't have to tell them to do anything. You could just you don't have to tell them to come and help you. You can tell them to push their lane. Because when you push the lane, it keeps them at bay. They have to make a decision: lose damage on their tower, or get a potential kill. I mean, it's simple. Here's how you escape: walk here, flash, done. Like that's easy, right? Like.
And if they waste
flash,
flash,
and he knows you're gonna flash, then that's the only problem.
Uh-huh.
But that's it. Like,
I'm Udyr. I have mobility. Even if I flash, I can still escape.
Well, the thing is about the mobility. You're level 2 once you kill Gromp. But will you level up stun? Like, yeah, sure, if you're invading, you're leveling up stun. But as level 2, are you confident in your ability to clear the jungle if you have stun and I guess tiger stance, or feeding stance, etc. Like if you if you level up the stun, are you able to clear this red buff using just the E and the Q? Because I noticed that you're fine using the Q and the W. That's no problem. But can you do it with Q and E? So you always gotta ask yourself, like, if you skill up, is this the right skill to skill up?
I can do it. I can do it with the runes I have. I can still do it with QE.
Yeah.
I tried it sometimes accidentally, but I did try it.
Will you the worst possible question I could ask you is, will you get low? Because if you get low, you know it's not gonna be worth. Because you might get invaded at any point. You might get attacked and get killed.
Yeah, I do get
Kinda
a
low.
bit low, but
Yeah.
not kind that should die instantly and be like, oh fuck, I
A
fucked up.
solution to this is it's very straightforward. Solution. A very straightforward solution. Ask your laners to give you a good leash. On
What do you
Gromp.
mean leash?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because if your
like
laners are
tank it
giving
for
you
a
a
bit.
good leash on Gromp, it means that you don't have to expend a resource to keep yourself alive. So you save that one extra pot that you would have just burned on Gromp, because you're doing Gromp, and you can use it to take down the red with the E. So that makes sense, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
ask them to
makes
hit
sense.
it one
ju-
extra time. Fuck, like shit.
Yeah, just like in the game that I showed you earlier that you spectate, it really helped me with golems and with the
she
red
helped you
ones.
with red. I mean, she committed too much time. Like she's gonna lose. Like if she was if she wasn't like skilled with Irelia, and well, technically Vladimir is not the best matchup against Irelia. Like Vladimir loses because Vladimir's just like ability to lane against someone like Irelia is really poor. So if Vladimir was good though, because pre-9 Irelia is pretty weak. What he could have done is leveled up E, just push the lane out, hit level 2 before Irelia hits level 2, and then just zone her out completely. That's the consequence of Irelia. You don't have like you have to at least give her a thanks and gank for her because like she did such a nice leash for you. That's
Yeah. That's what I was
like
thinking.
pretend this is like a fucking charity. If they do something for you, you return the favor by ganking a shit ton for her. Like
Yeah, I did actually got kind of.
I know. I watched you, which is nice. Yeah. And then you could have it's just like a kind of like a friendly tribute thing. But then like if they don't leash for you, don't be a dick and not gank for them because if you don't gank a lane,
There's
loses
no.
it's your own fault if you don't gank a lane because they gave you a shit leash. Like yeah, I can give you a shit leash, but if you don't gank for me, you're gonna lose us the game. You get it? Because the reason why people in bot lane want to get to the lane faster is because they need to hit level 2 before their opponents to establish the zone control. Level 2 is very critical for most.
Yeah, now that I play a lot of bot lane now, and I play jungler and bot lane, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to main myself to in bot lane. Now I feel like I can. I'm playing mostly Draven now, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's a high skill cap champion. Good person to watch for that is Gosu.
Yeah. I do watch him actually. Do watch Gosu, but I had a friend that was level 1, and he's just started the game. So I played like 40 games with him.
Yeah.
Only with
Gives you a lot
Draven.
of
So
practice on the damn champion.
yes, so I basically got lots of.
He's not a
I
joke.
got
The champion's fucking hard. Like the whole because if you don't catch an axe, not only can you lose the team fight, but your damage is so damn low that you don't actually like contribute anything to the team. And second, because you're catching your fucking axe, people that are good at the damn game will toss the skill shot there, and then you have to make a decision: do I lose damage or do I die? Like what the hell? So Draven's a high risk, high reward pick.
Yeah, I know, but I actually got the hand of the mechanics after I played with my friend who
Yeah, I mean, like,
just
of
started
course,
the game.
with enough practice, everyone gets the hang of champions, of course. That's perfectly natural. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about was scouting. So here's the first thing: you're under 50% mana, but it's no big deal because you have blue buff, and at the same time, you do secure the kill. But here's a few tips that I can give you. This flash, it's necessary. Yeah, you gotta kill, okay? But like, there are some cases where you don't need to flash for certain things. A lot of people have stressed this, like, if you get a flash for a kill, you want to think about it whether or not you can secure an objective on it. Because, like, if you kill someone, like, here's what you get out of it. If you think about it in the overall sense, you have to think of things in the overall sense. So, what did I do? Okay, so I burned my flash for Ari to get this kill. What do I do after? Okay, I cannot secure an objective, so flash value kind of goes down. You just kind of devalue what that was a minus on value. But here's a plus. You make her lose this little section of EXP here. If you continue to push the wave, you would probably screw over Xerath, but if anything. But when Xerath gets back, he gets he gets these 3 in worth of EXP. So you're giving your laner EXP and gold if he lasts. That's good. You get it? That's kind of like an objective. That's a mini objective that translates into the overall sense. Maybe with these 3 extra minions, he will hit 6 before Ari, something like that. But that's an objective sense. So then that means you guys perform sieges better, etc., etc. But here another sense would be like in a big fucking fight. If you flash for an RA, for example, can you take a tower after? Yeah, you can do that. You get it? That's what flash is for. Because Because, like, if you're burning flash and killing people and you're not pushing the wave and you just leave afterwards, you're not only losing value on your flash, but you're also not capitalizing. And at the same time, you're basically playing Call of Duty. You're just focusing on kills and not focusing on securing the objectives. Because the kills are only there for you to secure objectives. Yeah. Also ping. Also, whenever you expect someone to ward, like right here, I would ping careful and then type down exactly 1 minute after, so that you know that this area is warded for the next minute. And at around 5:06, that's when the ward's gonna die. Yeah, this gank is easy. So you expect the person's flash. So here's the timing again. Vladimir's can go 2190, 9210, 0921, or 9021. A lot of mixture on Vladimir players. Let's see if I can time the. Well, I can. Okay, let's see if I can time the flash. It's 420. You would hit him. Does he flash after? I think he does flash after. He flashes after, so it's gonna be 525. Like I looked at it while looking at your screen at the same time. Like
yeah, this is what.
Yeah, like you have to expect the flash. Like he's gonna do it. Like it's obvious he's gonna do it. If he doesn't do it, then oh, he's gonna die. But if he doesn't do it, keep this in mind. If he doesn't do it, it means you have to come up there again so that he does it. You get it? Because then
so I can make him use it. Yeah.
Yeah, you make him use it so that Irelia can. By the third time you come, not only does Vladimir have a huge because when you burn a flash on a champion that doesn't have an escape, let's say Jinx for example, they have to play the lane differently. You kind of get it. So Vladimir he can play aggressive because if he gets Irelia low enough and he plays aggressive enough, he could just flash EQ. Okay, Irelia's dead and I escape, no problem. But if he doesn't have flash, he has to play. Okay, I don't have an escape. If I get ganked right now, I will lose my lane and my team's gonna flame me. I should probably play defensively. That's generally the mindset. The reason why you do this is fine. You don't gank here because you're past the point where if you get a gank off, you don't have flash, you don't have anything, you don't have any you don't have any all she has to do is walk a little bit back and then you're basically you're basically useless because you don't want to take too many tower shots because she could just charm you and you die and you feed a kill to her. That makes sense. Yeah, this is good, but she's gonna have to back still. You see, Kha'Zix still doesn't matter because you guys have enough 2v1 potential. You just have to keep it. You just have to make it so that if Xerath gets jumped on, you protect him. Because this is what scouting does. If you press the F keys and whatnot, assuming that your lane's getting pushed, if you're thinking about ganking a lane while you're doing a camp and you're thinking about ganking a lane, look at your lane. Do they have enough mana? Have they burned anything? Where are they standing in the lane? By the time I get to the lane, how much will the lane have changed? Because if the lane is like, okay, let me scoot back real quick. If the lane is sitting here, when you were here, if the lane is if their red minions are here and your blue minions are here, and by the time you show up, okay, no, that's a bad example. Okay. Where's my summoner's rift? Okay, this is what you see the entire fight. Okay. If you're here, and your red minions are here, their blue minions are here. You would think, no, that's not good. Here, this is where it is. Yeah. See how far? This is like the 50% mark right here. This is the 50% mark where when the game first begins, every minion meets at the 50% mark because it's even lanes. What would be the assumption is, when you look at the map, because naturally the champion would stand here and your champion would stand here, and if you look at the map, that would mean that Vladimir is pushing. So you're like, oh, that's a gank opportunity. By the time you travel all the way over here, how will the lane have changed? Will it be shoved into your tower? Will it be shoved back to the 50% mark? Will it be shoved so far that it goes over to his tower? Etc. etc. You gotta consider that. That's why you scout the lane. You look to see where you think the lane will end up. How is Irelia playing the lane? You can scout quickly. How is Irelia playing the lane? Is she last hitting? Is she pushing with constant autos? Is she not last hitting at all? Is she just getting zoned? That you can put all these considerations into play before performing the game. Even by just briefly tapping it a few times. Like what I do is I press F2, go back to myself, make sure I don't die to the jungle. Press F2 again, just keep looking and just press F2 space, and then right click in between. So there's just a lot of micromanagement you can do to check. But when you're checking, just keep an eye on that. Oh, okay, Irelia will push the lane. So I'd take a guesstimation about 50% mark. And
yeah,
I can perform a gank there.
I can get used to the F keys because I use F1 only to go back to the camera to the original way to
Yeah.
myself because I
I use
used to play Dota.
space because my I need to put my thumb somewhere, so I put it on space.
Yeah, I put it on space too, but I just don't use it because I'm used to Dota 1. Like in Dota 1 and 2, you use F1 to go back to your character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the same thing. Yeah, I know. I played Dota 1 and Dota 2, so I know the exact same feeling. I just unbinded F1 so I don't. If I accidentally press it, I'll never. Nothing will come out of it if I press it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a benefit for me. But yeah, get into and it doesn't have to be just this lane. It could also be this lane because just know that mid lane has you have six different ganking positions. You could come from that you can come from here, 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 and here. Of course all six are possibilities. You of course don't have to take every single one of them. I mean, like, who the fuck? I mean, are you really gonna go through here? This is tower range. Come on, like it's common sense that this isn't always the best option to take, and vice versa with this. But it is a possibility that you can consider when you're ganking mid lane. And as for bot lane, it's the same thing as ganking top, just on the other side of the map. Just know that generally this area or this area is warded, and this is where your sweeper comes in. Around your second back, you should be getting a sweeper. And 2 or 3 wards. Because, you know, the way you're playing Udyr, the way you're utilizing Udyr's kit revolves around split pushing. And if you're going to be split pushing, the key choke wards are here, 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 and of course the pink naturally always here. Because the pink secures that this ward will get cleared. Like, most people do check that bush. But also because if they place a ward here, you can clear it. Because, you know, people always ward here for dragon. So naturally you would kill the ward off here with your pink ward instead of having to waste a sweeper. Here guarantees that if people do walk, if the opponents walk through here and then they come and get you, you'll spot them. Here guarantees that if they walk through this way, you'll spot them. Or also if they walk through this way and kind of come around. And here guarantees that, you know, if they're coming from mid to go down to you. So you have so many opportunities. And of course, this pink ward here naturally guarantees that if they walk through the river.
Yeah, I usually tend to buy pink wards and some other stuff.
Yeah, so basically with
when I
these
come
4
back.
wards alone, you can control one side of the jungle completely. And if your mid laner puts a ward here, your support puts one ward here and here and a pink here. He also has 1 extra ward to put into spare, and he could just put it straight down mid lane because not a lot of people actually know about the mid lane ward. You guys have control of basically their entire jungle, except for this part per se. But you basically have control of their jungle just by 3 characters alone, without even having everyone buying wards. You guys can control the jungle, provided you buy 3 wards. With Jarvan, I think there are some parts when I do play Jarvan, I do buy a lot of wards. Like, when you jungle, like, the first thing I always do is just I control the map. Like, it's very important because with wards, you also don't forget that in the case that some people are walking down here alone to try to come to you, and your team happens to conveniently somehow, I don't know why, may or may not be nearby, they can get a pick. You guys can pick them off. You guys can control the jungle. Yeah, and then the other team will probably be thinking, because you know, you ever wonder, like, when people are in your jungle, you're like, man, they're just all in our jungle. Why? Because they're probably controlling all this with wards. That's what sweepers are there for.
Yeah, that's why there's yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That's why they removed the Oracle, because it was quite OP.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah, they also removed the limit on wards. Like, they changed the limit on wards. You can't just have like 20 fucking wards in your inventory, of course. So yeah. That's just a big tip if you're aiming to split push. Now, if you're a top laner, it'd be the same thing. You just get 3 wards and a sweeper, so you know when they're coming up to you. Then you just use then you have a teleport. You utilize teleport, and then GG.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
So let me ask you something. Your main lane is support, right?
I actually can play all the lanes, but if it ever comes down to tournament based teams. I go support because that's my most preferred role.
Yes, yeah, I played all roles too, but right now I'm just
like
maining on
controlling roles.
I see.
Yeah.
And do you mind if I ask you which characters you play mostly?
Huh?
Do you mind if I ask you which characters you play as support laner?
What do you mean, like cards?
Characters.
Champs.
I
play all. I can play all of them except Soraka. Because Soraka's I started practicing Soraka. Shit's so hard. I can play, like, if most preferable, most comfortable, or I have 2. It's Thresh Morgana.
Thresh Morgana, awesome, awesome, awesome. So my friend actually that is listening to us right now, he actually he's basically meaning support right now too. He plays every lane but support too.
Yeah.
We're playing Zoo. We're starting to play a lot of Zoo bot. I was wondering if you have like some other time, free time to coach him too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He plays support Zoo. Thresh is his favorite champion right now.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what lane you play because I do coach all lanes, so it does because knowledge in all lanes is like sufficient for climbing.
Yeah, it would be awesome if he wants to. If he's here, actually, he can talk.
Yeah, if he has it's the same thing as yours. I need to see a clip to show him what he can and
yeah, I'm gonna tell him to upload like some game of his where he plays.
Whenever he wants. Yeah, as long as I'm available, just message me and I'll tell you whether or not when I'm free for this kind of opportunity.
Awesome. That's what I wanted to know because he's trying to learn perfectly too.
Yeah,
himself.
There's a lot of Thresh mechanics, so like it depends on the level, but like you can learn little things because I know how many. I put enough games into Thresh to know exactly what you can do with Thresh. Same thing with Morgana. I still got like Leona, Karma, Annie, Sona.
Okay, he's playing mostly. He's playing Thresh and Leona are his favorite champions right now, but he basically means anything. Okay. Yeah. You helped me a lot in some stuff that I didn't know about, and on some new strategies that you came up with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
Not a problem. So if you ever need to rewatch this entire session from like for the whole fucking hour, it'll be on the channel. I think I linked you my channel. I'm not sure if I did link you my channel or not.
No.
I think I did. I could have sworn I did. I always have
Feel
to.
feel free to do it now.
Cause I posted on Summoner School because for Summoner Schools every week I'll probably be posting new coaching sessions, but this is basically my YouTube channel. You can see the word coaching in before the name of the champion that I do coach and the role. So if you need to look up if you want to play AD carry or top lane, because that's all that's been sent to me so far. No mid lane mains and no junglers, no supports yet. So it's only AD carry and top so far, but it'll come eventually.
I see. Do you want me to tell you my lane, my division? I mean, or
no, or yeah, I kind of do need the division because then like some people say like what elo do you coach? I actually have to get the current division as of now. Yeah.
Mike, let me just check it.
Just write it down because then like I have to like fucking lol king my own fucking students. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no worries.
I don't like doing that. It's kind of weird.
I was actually so my division is gold 5, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, one thing that I can just say that you can improve on is your notions when to siege and when not to siege, because in lower elo when you siege better than your opponents, you kind of, well, first of all, if you're taking more towers, you win. But if you tend to split push, it kind of draws a lot of flame, because when you're split pushing and you dying for no reason and no towers at all, and your team can't get anything in response, you're actually losing your team the game. Because when you're dying like 3 times in a row and you still haven't taken this tower, or even if you have died 3 times in a row and you did take this tower, maybe this tower, if your team hasn't done jack shit about these towers, you've basically done. You have not. You're like. You're not doing anything. It's not your fault. It's more of them not being able to group, because not everyone knows the time when they should group or not. They just do it. Like,
yeah, it's low division. They're not exactly.
They won't be able to recognize that. Hey, we are stronger as a team than them, and they won't do it. Yeah. Sometimes you won't recognize it either. Sometimes I don't even recognize it when my team's naturally stronger. Like we're even in kills, even in towers. And potentially they have better late game scaling. I didn't know my team was stronger than that. Like naturally they should be stronger because they scale better. Like I would assume, so I'd usually back up. So yeah, like it's just natural. And then other things are like I said, just get into the practice of getting the Grom, ask your team to release.
Yeah, I'm gonna play like now. I'm gonna try everything you just told me. I'm gonna try it in game with my friend, and yeah. I'm gonna watch more, or I need to watch more streams, more League of Legends streams.
The only 2 people I'd recommend, or the only one I would recommend would be Wings of Death X, because he's a good top laner, and Trick2G, because Trick2G knows how to.
Yeah, I know watch Trick2G. I used to watch Night Blue. And
yeah, Nightblue plays more meta-oriented junglers though.
Yeah, he's playing meta stuff, and that's it. I mostly played. Used to watch Trick2G, Nightblue, and Gosu sometimes.
Okay, So this video will highly likely be uploaded by Monday because my internet at home these files take about 10 gigabytes. So the session, if you want to rewatch it, will probably be highly likely be up on Monday. So you can just subscribe to the channel, and then when I upload videos, they'll be up. So you don't have to, so I don't have to tell you, because then I'm because like there's so many people that always ask me like,
yeah, mates, I'm gonna subscribe. No, so I'm gonna follow it. You don't have to tell me anything.
Yeah. And then it'll also be on Reddit, like it'll also, like, some clips will be on Reddit Saturday, but not this session, because this session won't be up until next week.
Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. I still appreciate all the help you gave me, and spending your time for someone random.
Yeah.
Just a question. What made you like wanna coach for free?
Last Shadow is a god tier coach, and he's really cool, and I played with him, and he's like, you can learn a lot, because like I'm losing skill, but so I might as well just like help others, because I don't feel like playing at the highest level I used to play at anymore. Just like basically I'm getting older, but I'm not really getting older. It's just like I'm just getting lazier at the game, and I'm just gonna teach people, like, might as well just have fun with it.
Nice. That's nice way of thinking. Well, anyway, thank you again, and
not a problem.
If there's anything else I can do in exchange for you helping me or something, just feel free to tell me anytime you want.
Your friend, so with your friend, same things. Just you guys just submit the video, upload it on YouTube.
Yeah,
no
I'm gonna tell him to submit it, and I'm gonna personally talk to you on Skype and tell you that it's ready, so you can guys do it. And if you don't mind, it's gonna be the same. Like, I'm gonna join again when you're having the last session, so I can watch the session again. All right, awesome. All right, so
until next time, take care.
You too, mate. Take care. Bye.